If your kiddos are acting a bit goofy, have you ever thought, what did they eat today? If so, you're not alone. Maybe this scenario sounds familiar. You just fed your kids a breakfast of pancakes and syrup only to watch their mood change from excited and happy to cranky and tired a bit later. You're not imagining it. Research tells us there is a connection with not only sugar, as many parents have observed, and behavior, but also with foods that are all around us. Hey everyone, this is Rick here from healthybodiesandminds.com, and today we are going to be talking not about our own health but about the health of our kids. We are going to be talking about foods that can affect the moods of our kids. Let's get started after this short intro. Sugar, while it is one of the top offenders of behavior change and does indeed make our kids go a little wild, is not the only food to change behavior for the worse. What other foods can cause poor school performance, agitation, depression, anger, anxiety, and panic attacks? Here's a list of the top offenders when it comes to the connection between food and human behavior. Number 1. Food dyes affect behavior or mood. Ever buy cereal or cupcakes from the supermarket? They are likely full of food dyes. Over the past 50 years, chemical dyes used in foods have increased by a whopping 500%. US food manufacturers primarily use three different kinds of dyes: red 40, yellow 5, and yellow 6. You will find these types of dyes in everything from cereal to toothpaste, applesauce to cough syrup. Food dyes have been linked most notably to ADHD in children, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. By avoiding food dyes, children have better attention and focus. So much so that these dyes are banned in Europe but not yet in the US, even though American companies like Kellogg's, General Mills, and Kraft have completely gotten rid of artificial dyes in their products sold overseas. Something is wrong with that picture. So until they are banned here, you will have to be on the lookout yourself. Sometimes the label reads as straightforward as the names listed above, but at other times, carmine, carminic acid, or cochineal extract refers to red dye and tartrazine for yellow dye. Number 2. Gluten. Yes, gluten can affect behavior and mood. Children and adults with undiagnosed celiac disease have a much higher risk of ADHD than the general population. One study found that among a test group of individuals diagnosed with ADHD, 15% tested positive for celiac disease. This is a markedly higher incidence than is found in the general population, which sees a 1% rate. Once these individuals adhered to a gluten-free diet, parents reported significant improvements in their child's behavior and functioning. Gluten intolerance is becoming increasingly common. It's estimated that up to 8% of all individuals experience gluten intolerance, and in those individuals, similar behavioral results are seen as with people with celiac disease. And then finally, MSG. MSG, or monosodium glutamate, can affect the behavior or mood of your child. MSG is used in a myriad of foods in grocery stores, restaurants, school cafeterias, and more. It's in everything from fast foods, processed meats, frozen meals, soup mixes, salad dressings to crackers and many other processed foods. MSG, as dangerous as it is, makes food taste good and is dirt cheap, just like sugar. MSG is an excitotoxin, a type of neurotoxin that essentially excites your brain cells to death. That's why the name, excitotoxin. It has profound effects on the mood and behavior in children, such as mood swings, rage reactions, hyperactivity, attention deficit disorders, lethargy, sleepiness, and insomnia. Wow, did you even know that these common food items that your child consumes every single day are actually affecting his mood and can actually lead to long-term diseases? It's time you started making changes. If you're overwhelmed by this list but desperately want your kiddo's mood and behavior to improve, I would highly encourage you and your child to make a nutrition consultation appointment with a qualified dietitian and get him or her a food chart that doesn't wreak havoc on his or her mood. This is Rick here signing off for now. I wish your child the best of health, and you too. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel.